Hello, and welcome once again to Devardi Glass Videos. Today we're going to be working on a number of things, starting with Devardi Glass silver foils. Natasha will first be demonstrating how to make stringers using the silver foil and Devardi light ivory, opaque. Later we'll be making a bead and showing you how to use the stringer along with wrapping the silver foil on the bead. Now this is 99.9% pure silver foil, easy to handle and to work with. First thing Natasha did was take her glass rod, the light ivory, and form a ball at the end of the rod, and then just roll the ball over the silver foil. And now she's added another glass rod at the end. Then just heat the center ball and slowly twist the silver foil into the glass. Once you've mixed that silver foil into the glass, just begin to pull that glass ever so slowly until it begins to thin out without slumping. And just heat the end of it, melt it off. You can see the little bits of silver in the glass. Now some people like to mix that silver a little more before pulling the stringer. Natasha likes to leave the little bits of silver in the stringer. It's all a matter of choice. Now that's me on the torch here. I've made a barrel bead out of semi-opaque jade by Devardi. Beautiful color. And just put in a little design there with the stringer that Natasha made. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of reduction frit mixture here in a second. Now this particular mix of frit is the Q Colors Iris Orange and Q Colors Iris Violet. Two real popular, neat colors. There's also Devardi Transparent Cranberry Powder in there, and Devardi Transparent Dark Marine Green Powder in there. Real neat combination. The reason I like to use the reduction frit is that it sometimes has some real wild reactions with the silver. So let's see what happens this time. Now of course we sell these reduction frits on our website, and you can see the set of tongs there that some of you who have seen our other videos, you know I like to use those when applying the frit. And we're starting to produce these tongs, so they should be for sale on our website fairly soon. Really handy little instruments, especially when applying these frits, because you can mash that frit into the bead without getting it too hot. And as you probably know, sometimes you can tend to overheat that frit and ruin it, so the tongs sure can prevent that from happening. Now I'm just adding a little more decoration with the silver ivory stringer, and that'll get a little reaction going with the top portions of the reduction frit. Nice shot of another set of tongs that we are beginning to produce here. Now these different layers of frit and stringer begins to give your bead depth, like a 3D look. You can see some of the layers underneath others, and just gives it a real nice deep appearance. So that's why I like to put them on in different layers, some on top of the others. Here we're going to put another layer of some of the finer powdery portions of the frit, and we mash it in there a little bit with the tongs so we don't overheat the frit. Now this red cranberry frit turns dark when it gets hot, but will turn back red again when it cools off. Now our next step will be to reduce the reduction frit with a high propane flame, and then we're going to roll the bead in some silver foil, really give it a nice outer appearance. And of course, the reason we reduce the reduction frit with the high propane flame, that'll give it a silvery sheen to the reduction frit, especially that iris violet. Beautiful frit. Now we're just shaping the edges a little bit first, and then we're going to flatten to more of a disc shape with our handy dandy little tongs. Now these set of tongs that should be on our site fairly soon will produce a 3/8 thick bead. We do produce the tongs in 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch also, but only by request. So if you need a different size, let us know. And there you can see the bead is just about done. And we've increased our flame to a high propane, low oxygen mixture, and just pulling it out and letting it cool off a little bit, and then you put it back in this flame, and you can start seeing that silvery appearance in the iris violet. Now we're going to just roll this bead on Devardi silver foil, and you just carefully melt that silver into the bead. Start with the edges, and as they melt they'll pull into the bead. You can see that happening. You can put as much or as little foil on the bead as you like. Just slowly heat it. You don't want to heat it real fast, otherwise it'll just sort of disappear. Wait till it sticks to the bead, and then just heat it to a nice red sheen, and it will suddenly become see-through. And you'll get little balls and designs and little shimmers and all kinds of neat stuff going on. And we'll show you a nice finished cooled down bead here in a second. That's about it for this bead in this video. Thanks for tuning in again, folks. We sure do appreciate you. There it is. Nice shot of the end bead. Really some neat designs. Hope you enjoyed our video. Bye now.